What's up? My name is Nunchi Goya. We are here to talk about rating books. So, as a booktuber, I do a lot of reviews on here, and it has come to my attention that not everybody rates books the same way that I do, and someone might consider a 3-star a bad review. So we're just gonna go through 1 through 5. That's usually what I stick to my ratings. I try not to do half points. I think I would rather just round up than do a 0.5. There are some instances in which I do make that exception and I give it that half a point, but in this case, just generally speaking, I do think I just want to kind of go over how I rate. 1 star is I definitely hated it and I recommend it to no one. It was probably more along the lines both story and writing style that I had an issue with, and I most definitely didn't finish it. 2 stars are ones that I probably didn't finish. I might have finished it just to see if it got better, but it's possible that a 2-star is more so writing style than the actual book itself. 3 stars, I liked it. It's a neutral like I did like it, but I'm probably not going to read it again. I'm probably not going to recommend it to anybody unless it's super specific and I'm just like, oh, this book has this trope in it. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to do anything extra for it. Like when a book I love, I tell everybody about it. A 3-star, I'd probably just be like, it was okay. I enjoyed it. I don't regret it. Maybe give a brief overview, but a book I loved I could spend the whole day at work talking about. 4 stars, I loved it. I definitely am going to tell people about it. I probably have already mentioned it to somebody else that I knew would like the book. It was definitely a fun book, or it probably made me laugh or cry out loud. Like actually, not like made me want to cry, but like actual tears probably fell from my eyes, or I actually laughed out loud. And like I said, I probably already recommended it to it before it's even finished. A 5-star. The 5-star. I loved the book. Here's the difference between the 4 and the 5-star for me majorly. A, I want the copy of the book on my shelf, on my trophy case, one of them. I need the copy. I have to own it so that I can read my favorite parts again and again. That's probably the biggest difference is I have escalated past that love. Like, oh, I loved the story itself and it was great and I loved it and I know people who would also love it. This is, I need to own it in my possession so I have access to it whenever I want. I probably felt hurt over it. It's lingering with me. I'm thinking about it days and weeks later. Like my last 5-star read was probably either Once Upon a Broken Heart or Witch Haven, and I still think about it. That's the major difference for me. So I don't think a 3-star is a bad review. I don't. I think it's okay. As an author myself, if I were to get a 3-star, I wouldn't be upset about that. Like of course everybody wants a 5-star, but I don't think a 3-star is bad. Would that be my most favorite thing to get? No. But if somebody's like, oh yeah, I liked it myself, I enjoyed it, I'd be like, oh, well, I'm glad they enjoyed it. I'm glad it was like something they wanted to keep reading and they finished it and they didn't regret finishing it. Like, a 3-star is not bad for me. It's just not. And I say this, that I'm like so stuck on the 3-star because I heard a couple other authors like on TikTok and stuff complaining about being tagged in a 3-star, and I specifically ask to be tagged in reviews, good or bad. Why? This is not to torment myself, but this is to kind of see whether or where people's minds are at, because I know things can be perceived differently. No, that doesn't mean I'm going to change something about my book just because somebody didn't like it, or that I'm going to write differently next time. But I like to know. I like to have all perspectives, and I have always grown up on really harsh advice and non-sugar-coated feedback. And so when I hear feedback now, I am at a point now as an adult that when I get feedback, I know it's not personal. So yeah, some people can be just like absolutely savage. Like I think probably the last one that I saw that just get reamed was Again But Better by Christine Riccio, and I do not think that either of her books deserved the amount of hate they got. I don't there was probably like a 3-star for me, but like again, I don't think a 3-star is bad. I think it's neutrally good. But some people, yes, they can be unnaturally and just unnecessarily harsh. But I think if it's a review where it's mostly positive, I don't think people should be upset about being tagged in it. But that's just me. Not everybody's the same way. And now we have uncovered the secrets of my rating and why a lot of them end up being 3 stars. I don't hate books. I don't hate a lot of books or anything like that. I think my 3 star is different than a lot of other people's, and this is how I rate my books. So I will have the blog post to this linked below. And thank you for joining me on this mini video for Vlogmas. I had to do a couple mini ones because this 12 to 30 videos in a month is rather taxing. So this video now exists. People can find it, and I'll probably link it in my other video, in my review video, so that people know when I give the next best book that everybody is raving about a 3 star, they know it's not that bad thing. But thanks so much for hanging out with me. Do check out my book, hanging out, like, what? The novella or short story, I'm not sure what it qualifies as right now, but the novella or short story will be out soon, possibly out by the time this video goes up, as I am doing a lot of pre-recording for Vlogmas. So, thanks so much for joining me. Do check out my book. Do check out the Christmas book as soon as it is out. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and have a fantastic day.